magical damage. Lanes are going to be good. They're going to scale. So overall, good lineup from EG. And I'm not going to say that EG won the draft without seeing the last pick on NaVi, but these 4 heroes are extremely good against TB. You have Shadow Shaman that can control TB. You have Brewmaster, just with the Dispel, finding out the real TB. It feels good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if NaVi kind of bid lower here, right? They go for someone that peaks in the mid game, because right now, that's where you could catch EG out.
If this was Vici Gaming, I would say that they would pick Necro. It does well in the laning stage against Ember Spirit. There's no save besides Bane Sleep on Terrorblade. If you use Reaper Sight, then it's not that easy to use.
Very good against the TB as well. And
yeah.
You find those easy kills all around, actually. Even Tiny's going to hurt himself a lot due to the Heartstopper aura.
Yeah, and it's also Guardian Greaves carrier, which benefits Oracle a lot.
Does give you those clutch saves. If you can actually just keep the Brewmaster alive long enough, right? Because this is the kind of thing we saw it last game, or the way that Oracle played. It wouldn't hurt to buff that element up more, where if they jump on your heroes, suddenly you're able to just spike them up on HP again. They survive the initial burst, they throw out their big ultimate, and suddenly you can take the fight.
They're taking their time.
Yeah, they're thinking about this. And it's okay. The Medusa coming out. How do you feel about this one? I feel like it slows down the lineup a bit, right?
I feel like everything that was not Necro, I would be disappointed. And I can see strengths of Medusa. She's gonna do well in the lane. Doesn't matter what she faces, but their late game is kind of secured with Medusa, and what I see from them is they can play aggressive, but they can also hold the high ground with these type of heroes.
And they're kind of switching the roles, right? Last game we saw Magical more focused on creating space for Crystallize. This time around, there's probably a high expectation that Crystallize will just force EG away, and Magical will just be back in the jungle farming, rapidly gaining that net worth. They have the heroes to play around that, between the Ursa, the Shaman, the Brewmaster. There is a lot of early mid-game presence for NaVi. So what's the big focus for EG? Is it going to be Ember that has to kick off? I feel like it is. I mean, this usually is when there's an Ember in the lineup, but what's your variable options here, right? A Terrorblade or a Venomancer? They're not going to do too much in that mid-game.
They will, for sure. They also have a good lineup for Roche. Vision game is going to be there, so they could see NaVi approaching the Roche pit. Overall, their lanes are going to be strong. Maybe mid is not going to be the strongest lane, but TB, Bane, and Venotiny should do good against Ursa plus Oracle, especially if Venomancer got a good couple of early CSs, and then he gets boots Ursa can't really get on top of him.
That's true. So, do you start... I wonder if EG's going to start this with a Tri Lane, try and find a kill at the beginning. I don't know if it's the strongest. Like, Crit brings a lot of control, but typically with Bane, you're going to be leveling the Brain Sap straight away, so you just want to try and, like, create an attrition battle, I guess, at the start of the lane for EG. As opposed to just going for those outright kill opportunities. Because that's where Bane excels, right? Is if you set up these big skill shots, or you just trade better than any other support in the game.
Well, it's not that easy against Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman, you're trading position 5 against 4, and if he has way more damage, 80 right now with 2 branches and Fairy Fire, plus if he uses Ether Shock on you, 140 damage, you can't really trade that much.
True. But at the same time, it wouldn't be bad to try and leave the Veno solo at the beginning. Do you think you can get away with that, or do you think it just gets punished straight away?
Nah, you need to help out. You need to help out your Venomancer. He adjusted the build, Windlace, and has Boots' first item.
He's a speedy lad. Look at him.
He just needs to be able to run away from this Ursa.
299 movement speed. He almost is a real hero movement speed. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's with Windlace.
Yeah. He's almost there, I'm telling you. Of course, movement speed has had a few juggles around in most recent patches, going from percentage and sometimes lingering there, while other ones have gone to like a flat movement speed increase again. Thank God. Definitely felt like it was kind of weird when they made the change, right? Because it felt like it was Agi heroes were already buffed, and it was buffing them again by making it based on a percentage.
I still find strength heroes the best. They got nerfed, but I miss the old battery. Bought 2 bracers, 3 bracers, and had 2000 HP. Can't die. What up? So it's gonna be a tri-lane from NaVi.
Okay. Oh, you got Shaman. The argument is with this hero, if you don't number, you
All
get
right,
kills, but
it's really not worth it. That's what I wanted to say. Like, they're gonna achieve. Ursa wouldn't get anything out of the lane. We can always fall back to jungle. Farms way quicker than Ursa.
And it's like because even if you end up in a 3-on-3 scenario there, which is what I think they suspected was happening, you're talking about a Bane and a Terrorblade, and your Shaman's going to shackle someone. So it still kind of feels like a 2-on-2. Unless you have superior right-click damage on those individual heroes, which, as we're seeing the preview between Blizzy and RTZ, RTZ definitely has the advantage in that regard.
Yeah, I want to see this game kicking off with a couple of kills. It was pretty stale in the previous one. Not too much stuff happening for the first 10 minutes.
It was close at times. It just seemed like the focus was because they burnt so much regen. One team felt passive and the other one didn't feel the need to pressure. But this time around, maybe it goes a different way. Decent start for Ember, by the way. 8-2 already, so Sumail is getting his early CS, which is pretty critical in this era.
Magical managed to find the ward on a mid, ate it with a tango. So there's going to be some extra HP for him, but Sumail, it's Sumail. He always does well in the laning stage.
Crystallites? Taking a lot of damage here. He's going to turn around to crit. The Avalanche comes out, though. Crit stands his ground. First blood drawn. That's a kill into the Ursa. Now Seneko, oh, he's been blocked by his own creeps. Tossed back as well. He has no escape from this. Seneko is going to fall. One more hit, and S4 get it. Double kill for the Venomancer. We're only 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I mean, this is the reason why you ban out Venomancer when you're planning to play Ursa. If you're an experienced Ursa player, you're gonna tell your team or a captain, you just need to straight ban it out. Fly.
He's dead. There's no escape from that. The slows, the Ether Shock, the right-click damage. I was praising Bane's ability to trade, but 2-on-1 is never really favorable for any hero at this stage of the game. At least it alleviates pressure from RTZ, though, so he'll find some easy CS here. Sitting in second place behind Sumail in terms of last hits at this point. Blizzy doesn't even want to try and hit back. This is kind of the awkward thing, is with so much armor, you can't really rely on physical damage in this lane to win out against the Terrorblade.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, he's 13 armor with 1 raid band and 1 branch. What up?
And then on top of that, you've got the Stout. You don't feel too good about this, and nuke damage isn't going to be there just yet. I mean, they did nerf the strength gain on this hero to try and just offset the ridiculousness of him. But
yeah. They're trying, but it's not very effective. Every time you don't know which hero to play that can carry you in late game, Terrorblade is the choice.
And what's worst case scenario? You force him out of lane, what does he do? Just go jungle. And this hero can jungle from even level 2. We've seen it before. And Chu taking a lot of damage from the level 3 Terrorblade. Let's manage to move away.
What you say?
Did you say? Need to go from lane? He doesn't need to go from lane at all. This is the RTZ show at this stage. We're going to wait to see Sumail get into the action. The problem with him right now in this lane is you don't really ever have mana to make a move. But now with the bottle, things can change. Oh, and the DD.
So Snako, top lane.
Pretty deep. And there's slows coming out. Snako cannot escape from this. Throws out the purge.
Nicely done.
Yeah, gets a deny. All right, crystallize. He's like, I can't save you, but I can save you the humiliation. How they'll just punish Ursa for this, though. He's got level 3, so he can maybe start trying to make plays, but Crit is so damn tanky. Getting pretty low. Crit has the Avalanche. Gale comes out, but they got no creep waves, so they have to back away.
And they were afraid of him using Fate's Edict, because he just got level 3, but he did not skill it. So he has 102 build.
I'll realize it as soon as he throws out the first Purifying Flames, though. So he has to be careful about how he uses this. Crystallize has salved up. He's trying to flank around the back, but the problem is this lane is pushing so far away from you. S4 is nowhere near an aggressive stance.
Yeah, even if they charge Fortune's End on Venomancer, he's going to instantly Gale Ursa, and they can't kill him. It's going to be another 2-for-2 trade for bounties.
Moved by Sumail as well to get his hands on those bottle charges.
Already 2,000 net worth lead for EG at this stage.
Pretty good.
And their lineup can snowball easily. Crystallize is just wasting time.
Like, Sumail's doing fantastically in this mid lane. Magical's getting farm, yes, but like, think about the power spikes. Who is going to actually be able to do anything with that net worth quicker?
Yeah. And Ursa can't really fight without items. Also has Hand of Midas Q. So they are not looking to win the early game.
Looking to get it quick because Crystallize not going to dominate in CS early on. This isn't going to be your 9-10 minute Midas, I don't think. This might be a 11-12 minute at least. Especially going phase boots first because he wants to try and have some presence in lane. Wonder if he opts for an early point in... No, he hasn't. I was wondering if he tries for an early point Nerf shock so you can go for like the Purge play and then jump on top of S4, but I think they've just kind of accepted their fate with this top lane. Might try and make a move on S4 if he keeps being greedy. Yep, they're going to root him up. Crystallize getting pretty low and the Gale is still running onto him, so instead it's going to turn around, hit into him. In the meantime, Blizzy will go down the bot lane to Artesian. Crystallize has to retreat. Crit,
they're going to find
go in the avalanche. Sniping him out, getting pretty low, and it looks like he should tick out to the poison. The Gale comes out onto Seneko, and S4, oh, he's going to live. He's got a salve to stay alive.
Oh, Flask plus Power Treads on Strength is going to keep him alive. That Venomancer is going to hit level 6 soon. They also have a Catapult, so they're going to pressure the tower. 5-1, 3,000 net worth lead already, looking all EG right now.
And the lane, which you'd expect to maybe be a little bit more defensive, I'd say, is the one that is doing the most work. 4 kills now on S4. He's not letting up. And Crit just tanking the tower to allow maximum damage to come out from the catapult. It is doing work. A single lane losing for EG right now. And usually, you know, it's kind of a requirement to win some lanes to win the game. Meanwhile, Crit in the top lane, well, he will go down. Lingering around on low HP. S4's going to run back to base with the Wind Lace and the Treads. It doesn't take him as long as you think. Although, you know, I'm not seeing the Agi switch for your extra 1 movement speed. A little bit disappointed, S4.
I mean, it's all about these small things. And Venomancer is the hero that builds pretty much every single item in game. You name it, he can build it. And it just fits him.
Basha.
Alright. You're just making me look...
I mean, you could. You get the bash at range on the Ursula, he's dead. He's dead this time. No, or is he? It's going to be close. They're trying to poison him up. Toss up across. And they say, thank you very much, Seneko. You thought you were saving his life. Instead, you helped us kill him. There's a rotation towards top there. They want to punish Crit's aggression. And very aggressive he is. Choose moving across. Avalanche coming out. The Shackles is already there. With that, the Tiny will fall.
Yep. Ember Spirit popped the Invis rune. They don't have a shrine, so this could be a potential kill on Medusa.
Moving in. He's got the Flame Guard level 3. Magical. He doesn't care about him, actually. He goes straight for Seneko instead. Says that's the easy kill to find. Protected from the magic damage. Sumail purged off. Going to move forward with the Remnant, but now he needs to bottle up and run for the high hills. I don't know if you get enough regen either. He may have been a little bit too greedy. Just about will get enough mana, but he won't be able to move away in time. The Shackles comes out, and he will fall.
This is the reason why Oracle is better heroes against Ember Spirit. Now Ursa forced to move to a mid lane to actually get some farm. S4 managed to secure the kill on the top tower. Is just going to continue farming level 6.5. On the bottom lane, you have TB, who's already level 7 with that meta. Brewmaster does not have a split.
No escape from that. And with that, Arteezy can push into the tower as well. Metamorphosis has plenty of time left on it. He is going for that drums build, which we do usually see this Yasha focus, but I guess he's identifying that with this early dominance, they just want to push as fast as possible, right?
I like the drums as a substitute to Yasha because it gives you move speed, so you farm faster, move from one camp to other. It also gives you a little bit of tankiness, and you can buff up team, so chase potential is there.
Getting pressure here. Blizzy still doesn't have level 6. You can get it with this creep wave, so Arteezy's trying to exploit to the maximum in the meantime. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's actually an attempt, but they have to back away. Sumail out of mana, and Fly will be able to get off.
EG might get 4 runes out of this. They are coming prepared.
Drums activate, Avalanche toss going in, and Shaman just disappears. Blizzy can't snatch up the rune quick enough. We'd chase it away.
Not 4. That's going to be 5 runes. 4 bounties and the region rune for Ember Spirit.
Archer Juniper Tree. They haven't actually got the other bounty in the top yet. Someone should get that on the retreat, or maybe just send Fly up there. You know, it's not like supports have got anything else to do. It's not like they...
Crit is playing so well this game. He's all over the place, involved in 7 out of 9 kills as Tiny. And we see Tiny's skipping that 3 grab build because it got nerfed, so you just want to max out your other spells.
Yeah, going for the phase boots as well, so just looking to close the distance as quickly as possible. I like that. S4, pretty deep. Crystallize wants to move in. He has the Enrage now as well, which is problematic. S4 doesn't have a TP, so time for a little kiss chase, he says. Phase boots being used. He's throwing out the Gale just to keep Chew away. He's like, okay, maybe I live, maybe I don't. I think I'm going to be okay because Fly's here as the Fiend's grip if need be, but they're just going to back off.
Man, S4 is so good. First he scouted him with the Plague War and used the Gale on him so he can't chase, and he knows that he can outrun Ursa with hitting him with Poison Sting, slowing him down.
Fine time as well. I mean, this is your carry for NaVi, and he's not farming. He's not killing. He just feels like he's wasting time. S4 can afford to do this because while he's doing that, TB is sitting top of net worth, and Sumail is farming as well. Oh, Avalanche toss coming out. Rich trying to escape, won't be able to do so though. He got Chew low, but not low enough. Searing Chains is there, but that's a level 6 Brewmaster. So Sumail will just back away.
Grip, top lane, TB, meta.
They can get him as well
to kill this Ursa.
They might push for the tier 2.
Yeah, they're going to push tier 2 tower, and they're also going to pressure the tier 1 tower on mid. Plague Wards, level 3, and I just hope Venomancer buys that 4 staff. It's one of the most efficient items against the Brewmaster, against Shadow Shaman, and most importantly, Ursa.
Can get you out of a jam pretty easily. And it kind of fits with this mobility element, right? You've got the Ember, you're going to have a TB moving very fast. One of the biggest downsides to Veno is how slow he is. Offsets that. Moving pretty fast in the top lane. Drums come out, and RTZ tries to move away, but it's a little bit too late. They can hex him. No chance for a Sunder. Avalanche toss coming out, trying to find a revenge kill, but not able to do so. Instead, he leaves another one behind as Fly dies as well.
They stay there for a bit too long. Good rotation from Brewmaster, TPing, then initiating with the split from Fog, but that means tier 1 tower on mid is gonna die. And Ember Spirit also having an extremely good game. Level 9, almost 2,000 gold in his pockets. We didn't talk about Medusa. Medusa did not die this game so far, got 2 kills, and it's a dire Medusa, so she's gonna stay in this triangle and keep farming.
Ignore what's happening on the outside world. Just have your own little farm bubble. And already got the Yasha on the way towards the Manta style. And is on course to overtake Arteezy in terms of net worth. Very close. He's concerned about Crystallize. He's still going for this Midas, and he is trailing pretty far behind. In fact, Blizzy almost has more gold now. At least it's not the ridiculous 2 free Midas strategies, okay? We're keeping it to 1.
Yeah, Midas got nerfed, and I don't think you should have more than 2 Midases, especially if the game is not going well for you.
It's coming out. Sumail has been lingering in his bot lane for a long time. There's the Searing Chains. They see the Shaman. They'll toss him up in the air. When he comes down, he no longer has a pulse. Should be a push in as well. We've got a creep wave on its way. I'm not sure if Crystallize even wants to hang around and try and defend this. I mean, I don't think you can. You're playing a game of dodge at the moment. Unless you find, for example, Terrorblade far out on his own.
NaVi are losing Vision game again. They have 1 Observer Ward planted, and 2 on Oracle. 1 in his stash. So they need to get out, pop a smoke, try to plant some Vision so Medusa can farm. She's on top of net worth right now, but she's gonna need a lot of time to actually come online because she does not want to fight right now.
Commit too much to obs, but they're committing a lot to sentries. You can already see it just laced throughout that jungle. They're just trying to secure as much of this Deucer as possible. It's very clear to EG what NaVi's approach is. It's just
but they devorded a lot of wards from EG.
I think EG right now only have this one they just placed in the bot lane at the runes. Trying to scout out and see if they can actually snatch these. S4 realize he has to give one over. But there's no one from NaVi in the top lane, which means RTZ can grab some freebies. Or leave it for crit. He has got a bottle. RTZ just follow him around like, regen me. Come on, give me a sip.
So another 3-for-1 trade. Did they get 4 in the previous one?
I think it was 3. No, it was 2-2, right? It was the 2-2. If I remember correctly.
I think they got 4, actually.
I bet. I think there was one where they got 3, right? Runes are too hard to track, guys. I haven't got any scroll here. There's too many towers falling, too many glyphs. That's the problem. They
need to use Shadow Shaman more. They need to smoke up, try to play aggressively. They didn't take a single tier 1 tower in the game so far.
Good sign. There is an argument that if NaVi can suddenly clench a good fight, there's a crap ton of gold on the map for them to exploit. And that's the kind of thing, is that you've got this lead for EG, but some of that does come out of these free towers they've taken. There you go. Being chased here. Fly is going to catch him the Nightmare, and reinforcements are here. Sumel, he wants to kill. Fly Fist doing a lot of work, brings him pretty low, and they'll kill him off. No way to protect himself. The pings come out because they saw Chu as well. 4-star forward, S4 goes in with the Gale. Rage is used so Crystallize can just run away, but Chu might not be so lucky. X going to be there. Throws down the wards as well.
These
but
are
too late.
wasted
He's
wards,
dead now.
in my
Black coming.
opinion.
Blizzy goes out for the split. S4 pretty low here. They want to try and find the kill. Cycloned up in the air. They're going to look for Fly afterwards, but first they need to get rid of S4. Crit being chased by Crystallize, but won't be killed off. They will at least find the kill in the Veno. They might find one on the Bane as well, as Fly has been abandoned by his team.
Alright, they got 2 return kills. I was expecting only 1 casualty on side of EG, but they managed to grab 2 kills, and magical killing spree right now. Manta Style finished, level 15, extra Mystic Snake, Mana Steal. So it doesn't look too bad for NaVi right now. Their lineup is gonna need another 10 minutes to kick in, because Ursa just finished his Hand of Midas, and he needs another item. He needs an item that he can fight with.
And that Medusa Snake Steal is pretty substantial in this game, right? Because you're talking about heroes that burn a lot of mana and don't have much to work with, right? Like Tiny, like Ember. They're so ability reliant at this stage in the game, and usually remain that way for a long time.
Yeah, even Metamancer is mana dependent. He's sitting on 700 mana pool. Staff is not 25 mana anymore. Mana, his ulti is also costly.
Chu just hiding in the trees. He shackled on RTZ and started to beg for his life, but Artur was not willing to listen. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big problem. So far, NaVi, they would have liked it to be a little bit more comfortable. It's a 7k net worth lead for EG, but the most important thing at all stages in this game for them is that Medusa is getting a lot of gold.
Yeah, they need to grab a kill or 2 and go Roche. They need meta. They can't kill the Roche without it.
They already have burned through the Metamorphosis, taking that up power. So they've at least exposed the base a little bit in that regard. Still 2 tier 2s remaining for the side of NaVi, so they're not feeling too pressured yet. You haven't really been able to breach this triangle that they have as a backup for Medusa. I'm going to try now. He might find Ursa, but he's got a ward nearby, so he knows about this. Fly? Thinks twice about it. Just Searing Chains and want to move away. Don't fight near shrines, guys. Little tip for your pub games. At least in my experience, that doesn't end very well.
Yeah, pub games usually don't end well.
Yeah, my pub games usually don't end well in general. That's a different discussion. Oh, jumping. Clap's coming out. Blizzy with the split as well. Now S4 tried to force stuff away, but it's too little, too late. He will be left behind, and they'll be content if that's the only thing they lose from a split. They're going to lose more. Crit's been found as well. The Hex is there. The Shackles as well will ensure that he meets his death shortly. Tanky hero, though. Makes you work for it. That does mean they give the kill to Magical, though, which is even better.
Yeah, this is a free tier 1 tower for NaVi. I mean, the Stevie has a BKB now, 40 seconds left on meta, so they can try to try to go for a fight, but Navi's lineup is not to be underestimated. Even though it's a 7,000 net worth lead, 20 minutes in, they can still take a fight. Every time Brewmaster split is ready, Shadow Shaman is still not using those wards aggressively. And if this goes super late, I feel like Navi has an upper hand.
It's the power of the Medusa. It's not often you say that if a lineup has a Terrorblade either, but it's all the things around it, right? You got the Oracle saves, the Brewmaster stays pretty relevant, and the Shaman especially just becomes so infuriating to deal with the ward placements onto buildings.
Yeah, and there's the Roche I was talking about. Next meta, they're just gonna go straight in, take the Roche. Magical doesn't know what to build. He had the 4 staff queued up, full pike actually, then Scotty, then Butterfly. He's thinking about what his next item is gonna be.
Think fast as well, because soon EG are gonna come at you. You're basically gonna see them take this Roche, and after that they'll probably wait until the next Metamorphosis, but after that point, expect to see the tier 2s fall pretty fast. Smoke up straight away. They actually see if they can find anything. They've got a low Terrorblade, looking to hug someone with that Sunder.
S4 just picked up his talent on level 12. -8 seconds Venomous Gale.
Oh, he wants to make the Ursa Rage quit this game.
Yep.
The sad existence for poor Crystallize. The uptime is going to be insane. I mean, you can basically... You think about the way these fights last, right? And the way that Venomancer plays. You're not expecting a fight to be over in 5 seconds. You're expecting it to drag out. And that's where this gets incredibly annoying.
They tried to go for some kind of a sneaky play. Terrorblade had the 30% HP. Used the Sunder. Maybe grab a kill because of it. Medusa now has full Butterfly.
She actually decided in the end. That's something. Get a little bit of movement speed from that as well. Well, she don't actually get the active effect anymore, so you can't speed around.
Yeah, next item. BKB queued up. I don't think he needs
bot lane. They're going in. They found Ember. Shackled on the spot with the Enrage active. Crystallize does enough damage, and that's a big pick-off. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, though, they turn around looking for someone. Snake's going to get low, but Crit now needs to TP away. The crits, though, ironically, a little bit too strong, will kill him off.
Yeah, this is not looking good for EG right now.
How often you say that about a lineup with the Aegis? That's the best part about this.
Tiny's gonna fall off. Bane is not gonna do that great. Brewmaster's in.
He went pretty deep. He's got the split and he's holding on to it. S4 did get the 4-star off, but that's going to be a tier 1 falling. Magical might just keep going.
Chew with the haste. Can they get a pick off?
Looking for it. Scouting about, but they've moved away appropriately. They retreat to the left side where they felt a little bit more comfortable, where they just scouted. The water will go down. That's going to be a tier 2 falling. And reminder again, this is EG with the Aegis, and they're not able to do anything with it.
And Tibby needs to switch his item build. He needs to be able to thread through Medusa's evasion. So MKB, I think that's his next item choice.
Keeping pace with the Medusa, but difference is, you think about these two heroes in a huge cluster of a team fight. The Medusa's hitting everyone. The Terrorblade can only focus one target at a time. The damage is comparative. S4 queuing up the Blink next. He knows what has to happen at this stage in the game. It's just about those big initiations with a good Poison Nova placed. The smoke from EG. But the scan does hit.
Scan connects again.
Oh, on point. NaVi just reading this correctly. He wants to jump someone with this Blink Dagger, but no one is feeling ballsy enough to show on that creep wave top. It might stick Crystallized there, or possibly just Magical, but I don't think you ever try and jump the Medusa first. They can push for the tier 2. The S4's going to linger around the mid lane. I'm not sure. I don't think NaVi are likely to try and come out of the base for this. Bit too risky, maybe?
Yeah, they know EG is there. Roche may respawn in 4.5 minutes, which means another minute and a half on Aegis.
Bot lane is pushed far out, so NaVi might be able to keep their tier 2 in the bot lane alive. EG, no real easy way to approach that high ground. When everyone's lingering on the high ground like they are on the side of NaVi right now, you don't feel comfortable against the Brew, against the Shaman, just fighting into these choke points. Well, the Crit is going to make a move. Avalanche. He wants to toss opportunity, but RTZ is hesitant. He doesn't want to do it. Searing Chains onto Medusa. But they're just poking and prodding. They're trying to actually force a response out of NaVi. Oh, there's a sentry down as well. They might just get a glimpse of Sumail here. Is ready to go. Of course, doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Is Q1 up next? He has got his
NaVi
BKB.
does not want to fight.
Oh, going on RT.
50 seconds until his Aegis is gone.
Getting pretty low on HP. Gonna back away. We'll be bottled up. They don't want to risk this too much. They're holding on to the Metamorphosis. And it looks like both teams are just going to retreat and look towards the runes. What's the next big item pickup for the Medusa? So she's going for that BKB. She's committed fully.
I don't think she needs a BKB, especially because you have Oracle sitting behind you. You already have won the spell with Manta style. I think she's just overcommitting.
Seems maybe Magical's a little bit too worried about the Sunder.
Maybe Magical's too worried about magical damage.
Ah, that could be it. You know, when you live with that name long enough, you become a little bit obsessed. The thing is, though, it's not going to stop the Fiend's Grip. That's the biggest issue here. Nagus just got reclaimed, so RTZ was thinking about getting aggressive, decided against them. But they'll let the creep wave take this tower. Take it, they will. Fly has got the Fiend's Grip. Could go into Magical here. Gale comes out. He's thinking about it. Gonna purge him off, though. And that's the moment to move, because Oracle just shoot his face. False Promise forced onto him himself, actually. And now, Nightmared up. Medusa held in place for a long time. The Split's gonna come out, and Blizzy chasing forward. Looking on Bane. RT's just going to back up a little bit. Sumail needs to be careful. Crystallize, trying to hit onto him, but can't do enough damage. In the meantime, Bane with the Fiend's Grip lasting a long time. They'll finally get rid of him. Avalanche toss coming in for crit. BKB up for Crystallize, going to chase forward with the Enrage active. And now, Tiny forced off to safety, but for how long? They're going to stun him up. RTZ running away because the Stone Gaze is active. And now, hexed up Tiny. Shackled on the spot, will fall. RTZ just using this BKB to run away. And NaVi take a convincing fight there.
Yeah, Navi's lineup is only going to get strong. They can't really touch this Medusa. They need to play around it. They don't have enough lockdown for Master. Master is getting off split every single time in a team fight.
It should be, like, point out, right? That was ideal for EG, the way they were able to snipe out Oracle. Like, NaVi were forced to react to that fight. Yeah, Oracle didn't even go down. That's the beautiful thing about it. But it's just the way that they forced the False Promise on Seneko, right? All of his abilities that they were worried about weren't available in that fight.
And the Medusa is level 20, which means she has extra Mystic Snake, Mana Steel, and all these heroes are mana dependent, especially TB. Like, his mana pool is shitty.
We did mention it earlier. TB now included. Meanwhile, on top lane, they found Sumail. That's a pretty big pick-off for them as well, because now they don't have to worry about that split pushing.
NaVi is back, baby. At least in this game.
NaVi is back, maybe to upper brackets. It's been a while since I've had that feeling. Lizzie. He's been galed up. Uh-oh. They've enfeebled him as well, so everything's going to last even longer. He's getting pretty low in the reflection. He'll end up killing himself up with the False Promise there to save his life, and now they're going to start healing him up. Be enough to save his life, but Seneko gives his in return. As they decide for that kill, Avalanche coming in, actually trying for the play. Hex going to be there, though, and crit. That was a little bit too greedy. 2 for 1. Wow. 1 for 1. But they were already one man down, so maybe they feel good about that. They at least force out the False Promise and get the big kill, but you can't flip it into anything really worthwhile.
My prayers are answered.
You couldn't get the kill in the Brew. You're not really slowing down the Medusa, you're just enabling her. And your TV wasn't off farming and split pushing. He was involved in that fight.
TB level 18 against level 20 Medusa, and the Earths are recovered. Third on net worth. That's why you get Hand of Midas on Earth. You can farm up, and he's been playing extremely well. Getting a pick-offs, just keeps farming. He knows when to join a fight and when to farm. Also, Shadow Shaman with XP gain talent has level 15 right now, extra cast range, plus enough money to buy a Blink Dagger. So it's gonna be really tough, because they don't have a heroes that goes into backline and just kills the Shadow Shaman.
I mean, you can maybe throw your Ember in there, but if he fluffs it and he gets caught at all, he's in trouble. That's why he's going for that Lincoln's. He needs that kind of insurance policy to ensure he doesn't instantly just get killed. As we've seen time and time again because of Chu's movements. Actually, Chu does have enough for a Blink Dagger now. And Crit is Chu in the bot lane. Hex coming out. You should know by now, this is where people come to die. Rage activate to ensure that Crit dies very quick. Things out. They know about magical. S4 is pressuring a little bit. We'll blink away, though. Snake chases on, though. Gives even more mana over, and suddenly they want to run away.
That's a full butterfly on TB, and the Medusa needs that MKB to mitigate the evasion. It's not 100%, but at least it's something. Hey.
Things could definitely be much better for EG. That goal lead they built so early is just slowly but gradually disappearing. And XP is far in favor of NaVi. Flat jump in by Blizzy. Holding on to the split though. They just want to secure the runes. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Sumail alone will secure 2 for the side of EG. Being 2 apiece as a result of that. Roche is up.
Look at the XP outside of NaVi.
It's just building.
I mean,
it's not stopping.
Huge. It's huge because you have Oracle, who also has XP talent. Same goes for Shadow Shaman, I guess. It also makes the graph look better for NaVi.
3 graphs are the most important. Fly in trouble. We'll go down. No escape from that. A little bit greedy in the river that way. Just trying to get rid of some wards. Did manage to do so, but you may have just opened up the Roche pit for NaVi because they have an Ursa. He's hungry for a second life. Even the ward's committed to ensure it's not going to be interrupted. I don't think EG... I mean, they have to know this is going on. Yeah, they just scanned, but I don't think you can interrupt it.
Nope.
Pull it down. Crit was contemplating going for a snipe. Not able to do so. They actually give it across the magical. No matter whether you got an Ursa on your team or not, everyone knows the Snake Lady is the priority for NaVi. What are we going for next? Is this going to be... Yeah, MKB.
Yeah, she needs it. Against that butterfly on TB. Man, Navi's in control right now.
They are. I mean, we're actually getting a serious yellow cost. There were concerns after that dominant display in Game 1 that maybe EG run away with this, but NaVi, they're telling everyone, don't count us out.
EG just smoked. 3-man smoke. I don't think you can achieve that much, especially since there's Oracle and Medusa with Aegis.
Especially the way they're moving. Like, you saw it from Crit, right? The smoke broke and instantly he pings, but he doesn't want to make a risky blink. You can't. Because if you don't catch the Oracle, who do you kill? Look at that straight away. NaVi say, okay, let's smoke, let's go. If they're not going to come to us, we'll come to them. So we'll keep pressuring the top lanes, just trying to force people back here. He is building into the Aghanims next. Too much of a surprise that is the way he's chosen to go in this type of game. I'll jump in. First hit bash, and Bane's dead. No chance of escape. The pings come out, but Sumail already looking to run away. They're waiting for him. Remnant out.
Oh, for a moment I thought that was Earthshaker, considering how aggressive he blinked in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he clapped the ground. He slowed him. I'm sure Ember's that scared of it. Oh, he should be now. He's out of mana. Oh, no, there you go. Lincoln's pop.
Oh, root.
Time. The root will, though, and now they can move in. Hex there as well. Going to try and force stuff from safety. Chasing through the clap. Split's coming out. Sumail, one more remnant. Throws the last one he's got out, and they're already chasing onto it. They've got both sides covered. Now the jump in. There's the poison over coming out from S4. Can he actually do enough with it, though? Doesn't look like it. He won't survive to see the machinations of his creation. Instead, Tiny will go down alongside him as they find 2 pickoffs. And I mean, a big ultimate committed from S4 in that fight as well. They could just go high ground.
TB has double damage, so if they don't purge it off with Panda, with Oracle, Fortunes, and it could be a problem.
They've sent Medusa back, but the rest of them are committed to a push. Remember, this Medusa does have boots of travel, so she's back in a cinch. Got the wards. 2 men down. You need to buy a little bit of time, but you might have to forfeit this tower. Jump in, going forward. Hex comes out, long range, and Fly's gone. Nice initiation from Chu with that blink, and that Aether Lens doing a lot of work, forces the buyback instantly. And Sumail, Lincoln's been popped, wants to back away. Magical, being slowed down a little bit with that Enfeeble. Not enough there, making hesitate. Shackles coming out on RTZ as well, going to ruin him on the spot, turns him into a poor little sheepy. Now jumping, Avalanche coming out. There's the BKB from Magical. Feed script though as well. He's got the Aegis though, that's the problem. The False Promise coming out, saves his life, and now turns around with the gaze. Gonna force him away, Sunder out, Crystallize, standing his ground with the enrage. RTZ needs to back away, but S4's already down. Blowing him up. RTZ gonna be chased onto. The bash comes out, and he's dead. No chance he escapes from that. BKB activated by Blizzy, wants to fight, but now Crystallize, blinking forward. Can't find the opportunities. There's a movement away by Crit just in time with his blink, and now he's in trouble because this bear is hungry for food, and you look edible. Jason fall for more Sumail. A little bit alone here. Has no remnants to work with. Has to buy some time. They say, no, wait. He's just trying to distract us. We've got to creep. Go for the high ground. Take the racks.
That's not the play. They went on Medusa, who has Aegis, and Oracle is sitting behind him, which means he's not gonna die ever. So free set of racks is for NaVi, and it's not looking good for EG. They're drawing on a map where they need to go. They need to have Shadow Shaman alive so he can control this Ember Spirit. Runes.
Amber just zoning them out, making sure he gets at least one rune. Sneko is looking to snatch it up. Can't. But the bot lane will go their way as Crystallize finds himself 2 juicy bounties. And this is kind of the problem right now is, you know, we saw it at the end of that fight when Ember just ran out of spirits. You think about the way they're playing is you've got this Veno who wants to draw the fight out. But if you're forced into early remnants, what does Ember do in the later parts of the fight? You have to play really defensive, right?
No, if I don't have an answer, I'm not.
They're going to need an answer to this because Magical's not letting up. It's double catapult and he's ready to push high ground again. He still has this Aegis for a little bit longer.
20 seconds.
Oh,
BKB. Someone just popped the BKB.
What was that?
TB?
Yeah, that was RTZ.
Relax, you're doing fine.
Okay, well, they don't know about it because it was
BKB
outside.
easy.
Now they're going to jump in. Crit going pretty deep. Magical stands his ground. Hex is going to be there. And Tiny. Nightmare to protect him. Double force staff to get him away. He's going to stay alive. Magical needs to be careful that that Aegis is about to expire. Searing Chains locks him on the spot. There it is. Aegis reclaimed. He won't get the benefits of the regen, but they will be able to back away. Gale coming out from S4. Does connect. They slowed him down a lot, but do they want to go? They do. Blink forward, crit, goes with the Avalanche, does connect on the Magical, but so fast on this Medusa with the boost of travel. BKB activated. Now Blizzy looking to turn around. They're trying to just force a BKB out of RTZ, but there's a BKB he doesn't actually have. Getting pretty low on mana, has enough of the Sunder opportunity, but Split's going to be there. Long range Shackles on the Bane, does connect. Magical with the BKB moving forward, will clean up the kill on the fly. And now the Enrage activate, Crystallize just making sure they can't turn around onto him. Avalanche toss coming out. Do find the kill into Oracle though. Remnants forward. Chase and Sumail wants this. They pop the Lincoln's. Hex going to be there, and that may have been a mistake. He can't move away quick enough, can he? No, the Shackle's going to be there, and with that, he's going to fall. Poison over as well. The Bash goes on S4. He can't escape. One more hit gets it. It's a double kill with Magical. PG still trying to fight up. Crit's going to turn around with the Avalanche toss up in the air. Magical goes down. They find him. RTZ will find the kill on the side. They get rid of Crystallize, and now they're just going to initiate the cleanup as they do get the kill on the Shaman as well. The Brewmaster did TP away. Didn't want to give up that gem, but that's a big victory for EG.
Yeah, they're gonna need to use so many buybacks on NaVi right now. Good buyback coming out from Sumail. Veno blinking in, using a Gale on people, and there's gonna be a double damage on bottom. They wish TB picked that up.
They've got a creep wave pushing in the bot. The TB Illusion is going to try and slow that down. They need to get maximum value here. 2 buybacks already committed from NaVi. They still have 1 on Ursa. With that, EG might just stem their aggression. Metamorphosis is running out soon. They'll say value gained and just back off.
EG only lost one side. Roche may respawn in a minute and 20, which benefits them a lot. The long respawn time. TB is going to hit level 25 right now, and also his meta will be ready at the time Roche spawns.
There it is. Takes the attack range talent as expected.
Yeah. Against Medusa, against Ursa, so you can just attack from as far as possible. I think he needs to swap this Yasha. I mean, he can first swap Power Treads and get some kind of a damage item. Go all in. Alright, that's Daedalus.
Well,
Daedalus, Scotty, don't upgrade the Yasha.
right,
Might even
useful in.
get Satanic because he went all in with the damage, so he can be tanky enough and not die in with the first initiation. He just sold that Yasha. Good choice.
Just short buyback as well. 57 gold required. Farm a few creep waves, you'll get yourself there. Just hope they don't pick you off before that point. Well, what items are we going to see coming out from NaVi next? Going towards that Lotus on the Brewmaster. Is the Shadow Blade being queued up by Chu? They get aggressive, find as many ways to initiate and find the pickoffs without them noticing. They want to expose the rest of the base, so they're going for this tier 1 top. Roche is going to spawn in 8 seconds, actually, so this is going to be a quick one. This Roche could decide it. One way or the other, some big buybacks have been committed on both sides.
Man, Venomancer hit vicious. He had that GPM talent now. 30 minutes of running 90 GPM talent would give him way more items.
Would have given him a lot of extra Skrilla. He would have had his Ags by now and been far on to the next item.
It's almost free Ags. 2,700 gold for the last 30 minutes.
True. That would have freed him up to maybe complete a Hurricane Pike or go for something entirely different, whether it's like an Atos or drums.
Heaven's Halberd is the item in this game. Like if he had GPM talent, free Heaven's Halberd against both of these cores who rely on right clicks.
Crit. He went pretty deep here. Hexed up going to try and be forced off the way, but shackled up on the spot, and they know Roach is up.
Even Roche is beating him up.
Yeah, everyone's joining in. Everyone hates Crit in this game. Now they're going to go to work. Ursa sees Roche. Ursa wants Roche. Can you do anything right now? They're going to go in with the Poison Nova. S4 slows him down with the Gale as well. Long range. Hex coming out. BKB from Blizzy. And the long range shackles as well. Nightmare buys a little bit of time, but S4, can he get away? Forced up to the high ground. And now RTZ right-clicking into Magical, trying to get him low. BKB activated. Trying to get the kill on Medusa, but there's a false promise to protect. RTZ needs to back away because
Sunder.
BKB runs out. Sunder gets on a Senego, going to get him low, but he stays alive. And RTZ will not be so lucky. Now they're looking to run down the rest of EG. The shackles are out. They'll find the kill in the Ember. Bane joins him on the side. And the buyback from RTZ, what is it for? You have no Sunder. You have no Metamorphosis. And soon, you're going to have no life. Shackled up. S4 trying to move in and do anything he can to help, but he has no way of interrupting that shackle.
Oh, God.
And this might be the winner for NaVi because you have no buyback on your Terrorblade. You got no
Dieback
buyback
easy.
on your Ember.
They're calling
GG.
it. GG. 1-1. NaVi played extremely well in this game. They managed to come back from a really bad laning stage, especially Ursa. Medusa was... It's Dire Medusa, which means she's going to spend a lot of time in the Dire Triangle, just farming up. Also, Shadow Shaman. Positioning was extremely good during the mid game. He got a couple of pickoffs, and it was a free Brewmaster game. He always got a split off. I think lack of control on side of EG actually cost him the game.
Definitely a fantastic display from NaVi as well. You know, it looked a little bit bleak to begin with. S4 off to an amazing start. We commented on the GPM talent, maybe not the best choice. That hurt him a